Make sure you go and check out carmarshall.com. Over 100,000 new and used cars from dealers. You shop, you see what you like, negotiate prices, and get you a very good deal. What is going on, guys? I want to talk about this YouTuber. Her name is Brooke Holtz or Houts. And she accidentally recorded herself, like the idiot that she is, abusing her dog. I can't play the video clip, but I do have the video. I do have the tweet, this tweet that you're looking at, on my Twitter feed. So you can go to my Twitter feed. The link will be in the description. And you can go and check, or I'll just put the link to this Twitter feed. And you can go and check out this video for yourself for however long it is up. It's disgusting and it's gross. She's gross. I don't care if y'all think she's pretty, if she's cool. I know she has a ton of supporters out there. She put out a written statement, people. Instead of her making a video to show that she is contrite, that she is very sorry about what happened, she posts a written statement that was probably written by somebody else. A couple of different pages. As if people are going to take the time to read that. But anyway, you see the tweet? So do not let this go. This bitch spit on her dog and slap the shit out of it. This is absurd. Get that dog out of there. Now we're going to take a look at the Twitter feed. I want y'all to understand something though. A lot of dog owners, they treat their dogs like children. Dogs are basically becoming as important as human beings. I just want to let y'all know that before y'all see this Twitter feed. But let me get my thoughts on her first. I don't know much about her, but this isn't a very good impression. I don't know how you upload this particular clip and not realize that you need to edit it. You know, I don't know if she was in a rush. I don't know if she was high. I don't know if somebody else did it and got the files confused. But this is how you expose yourself as being who you are. You have a lot of females like her who are probably super liberal. They drink Starbucks coffee. They walk their dog 2-3 times a day. You know, they talk about how great of a person they are. But underneath that, when the cameras aren't rolling, they are terrible people. Now, I will say this though. And again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I am a skeptic. And this could have been done by design. This could have been a way for her to go viral, because she has gone viral because of this. Because she knows, like most of people, that the attention span of a lot of people these days, especially on social media, is very short. You know, she'll take a break from social media, then she'll come back and it'll be like nothing happened. That's why she put out the written statement instead of the video. If she really wanted to cash in on this, she would have did the video, but you know, hey. But this is a lot of embarrassment. And this is a lot of stupidity. And you can tell that she's lived her life masking who she really is. She's one of those people, okay, that will be all smiley and cool and cute in your face, but behind your back, they're talking about you, being disrespectful, they're acting out. And it's those rare moments where that mask completely slips off and it shows you who they truly are. This was hard to watch. Don't abuse your dog. Find him a loving home. Does anyone know where she lives? What the fuck? People like this shouldn't own dogs or any animals. Clearly, she has some anger issues she needs to work out. This is not okay. She tried saying, if you've seen animal abuse, you know this isn't it. I'm at a loss for words because the abuse in this video couldn't be more apparent. And I'd hate to know what happens when the cameras aren't rolling. That dog was just being curious and playful. She's so vile. Let's see. Gee, I guess those kids in detention camps should dress up. I'm not reading that bullshit. Also, the dog shows signs of distress, yawn, panting, trying to lick her face to show submission. It makes me want to puke. People suck. Dogs are too good for us. No, I think people like her suck. You know, maybe you suck. You know. Let's see. Kind of hope he eats her face in her sleep. I hate when someone responds to abuse allegations with things in my life aren't going great. You know, it could be a situation where her boyfriend broke up with her, didn't want her anymore. And, you know, she's acting out. But again, this is probably who she is. Let's see. This is gross. All that because the dog is a big boy who very obviously just wants her love and affection and is in a playful mood. If you're not willing to patiently train and remind your dog about the concept of no without hitting it, don't get a dog. Simple. You know what's very interesting, right? Is that everybody talks about patience and being understanding. In situations when men are accused of things they didn't really do, there's no evidence that they've done it, a lot of people are willing to still go at those men, destroy them, but don't take the time to really get to know all the evidence and know of any wrongdoing that is going on, you know? Saw this tweet on the original post of this. If anyone wants to report her. Let's see. Girl, what the fuck happened to you since VidCon? Are you good? Where's John Wick when you need him? Honestly, a shame that people think this is okay to do. They're okay to do this to animals. She posted an apology where she claims she's not an animal abuser after she abused her dog. Her apology was absolute trash too. That poor dog. When was pinning your dog to the ground, slapping, kicking, and spitting on your dog classified as normal or loving behavior? I'm gonna answer that with a very confident never, and it's so fucked that she's trying to justify it. Imagine hitting and pushing your adorable dog and yelling at him when all he did was playing and licking her hands. Anyone who has ever had a dog would know that if you sit on the floor, that means it's playtime. What she did is disgusting, even if she didn't actually spit on him. That is, let me just say this. You know, women, you know, angry, aggressive women have been pushed to the background. Everybody wants to talk about toxic masculinity. What about toxic femininity? One minute this female is smiling in her video, the next minute she's angry at her dog. She's beating up on her dog. She's bullying her dog. But everybody wants to associate anger and aggression with men and, you know, toxic masculinity. There's a lot of toxic femininity going on. There's a lot of bipolarism going on. Bipolarism going on. It's a lot that's going on out here. There's a lot of mental illness that's out here. This female might be mentally ill, undiagnosed. This made me ridiculously emotional. No animal deserves that. Pretty sure she would call it abuse if someone slapped her, spit on her, and screamed in her face. Yes, they would. This is so sick. The way she goes from smiling to beating the dog's ass and right back to smiling. She needs training. I watched it the first time and couldn't tell if she spit on the dog. Thanks for confirming. As someone who has a puppy and has never really had my own dog, I can see how it can be frustrating and when things might get hard, but I have never hurt my dog and I have to correct her actions constantly. This is extremely unacceptable. Someone save the puppy. You know, I've never owned a dog. Not saying that I wouldn't, but it takes a lot of maintenance and it does take a lot of patience. Okay? And you have to want to be a dog owner. You know what I'm saying? You have to want to ingratiate it into the family. It can't just be you just wanting pets unless you're selling pets. You know, you're breeding them. You know, but for the most part, that pet is going to become part of your family, especially if you have them around your kids. So I can understand the people's heartstrings being, you know, pulled by this. But I want people to understand you shouldn't be surprised by this. You really shouldn't be surprised by this behavior. There's a lot of toxic feminine energy out here. It goes on a lot. Maybe you just haven't seen it. Maybe this isn't the right skin tone that you've seen it in. Because people like to people like to hide the behavior of females like this because of how they look and how it is perceived. But there's a lot of toxic feminine energy out here, man. So you're just gonna allow this? This is so sad. He's trying to give her love and she pushed him. I am disgusted. It's a lot of women on this post. So he lets you know a lot of these women, it looks like I think women for the most part love dogs, love to have dogs as pets, you know. I mean, men do too, but for the most part, I think women like dogs. What in the actual fuck is the matter with this girl? Brother, it's disgusting. She doesn't deserve to have a dog. You know, they should do the same thing they did with Mike Vick. When they said Mike Vick can never own a pet again, they should do the same thing to this particular female. And it's your girl. No, we're not gonna play that. They should do the same thing to this particular female. She should not be allowed to own pets anymore. And you know what's interesting is that people have never forgiven Mike Vick, even though they have never seen Michael Vick harm a dog physically. There are a lot of dog lovers, even though he paid his debt to society for the dog fighting that he funded. Okay? You've never seen him abuse dogs, but you have people who've never forgiven him for that. I think there are people who are ready to forgive her until she put out that written statement apology. And they still may do it, but I'm just letting y'all know the dynamics. People like this exist. It ain't just men who are toxic. There are toxic women out here, and she represents that. What is up, guys? This is a little extra, little bonus. I went to her channel just to see what she was all about. If you look at her videos, right? I saw something. I want to know if y'all saw it. Y'all see it too. As you see, the videos where she has her, when she's without her dog, look at the views, okay? Look at the views. But when she has her dog, look at the views. Look at the views. She doesn't like this dog. Like in these other videos, have you really seen her with her dog? Have you really seen her with her dog? You haven't. But recently, when she sees that the views go up because nobody wants to watch her, you know, they'd rather watch her dog with her than her without the dog. You see this video went, you know, semi-viral or viral, whatever. Do this by yourself, and then now you have your dog in every other video. She does. I'd be surprised if this was her dog. Maybe it is. I don't know. I just want to know if y'all saw that too, you know. Make sure you go to teesprings.com/unofficialjdb merch to go and purchase my exclusive tees and hoodies. Make sure you go to teesprings.com, go and buy you a couple things and represent your red pill mindset.